Which you can start.
Okay. Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaram Lokashankaram Sadajivatamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Padyantam Vande Guru Paramparam Arunam Karunadarangitakshim Dhritapasham Pushpabanachapam Animadiviravrtam Mayokaihi Ahamityeva vibhavaye bhavani. With the abundant blessings of our Acharya Swamiji, we have come to the very end of LALITHA SAHASRANAMA weekly discourse series. It has been a great experience for all of us, provided to us by the supreme compassion of our Seva. We are now on sloka number 176.
Dhara dhara suta dhanya dharmini dharmavardhini lokatita gunatita sarvatita samatmika bandhuka kusuma prakya bala leela vinodini sumangali sukakari shuveshajna suvasini.
Dhara. Dhara means Prithvi, the earth. She, Devi is of the form of the earth. Then Bhaskaraya gives another special significance to this Nama, Dhara. He says, Prithvi Bijam for Devi is the Bijakshara La. Bijakshara La stands for Prithvi Bijam. And this Dhara stands, this name Dhara stands for that Lakara. And what is Lakara? Lakara is beautifully defined. Lakara Prithvi Devi Shaila Vanakanana Panchachat Pitha Sampanna Sarvatirtha Mahi Para. Lakaraha Prithvi Devi Shaila Vanakanana. How is the earth? It is full of forests and mountains and other natural wonders. Panchachat Pitha Sampanna, most importantly, it has 50 Shakti Pithas. Sarvatirtha Mahi Para, it is full of sacred tirthas and supreme in all respects. Para. Dhara Sutta. Dhara means mountain. Dhara, Dharaha in Pullingam means mountain. So Devi is the daughter of Himavan, mountain. Dhanya. Dhanya means one who is extremely fortunate, one who has got a lot of punya, one who is extremely fortunate and well endowed. Such persons are called Dhanya. Also, one who is full of Kritartha Bhava, gratefulness. That is also Dhanya. Another meaning can be one who gives us wealth, one who has wealth and one who gives us wealth. Now, these are various meanings of normal usage of Dhanya. Normally, these meanings are there. Now, another meaning, very special, given by Bhaskaraya is this. He is quoting from a very rare source. He says, when the Jivatma leaves the body at the time of death, in the very last minute, there are normally 4 types of thoughts which are occurring in the human mind. There is some problem in the camera. Just a minute. So he says there are 4 types of thoughts which occur in the human mind at the time of the last breath leaving the body, depending on our innate nature. Now, what are those 4 types of thoughts? They are called Artha, Raudra, Dhanya, that is where the Dhanya comes, and Shukla. Now, Artha is something which is full of craving for mundane pleasures, craving for mundane pleasures. That will be the last thought, because this person has exposed himself to only that throughout his life, nothing adhyatmic. So he is left with craving for mundane pleasures. That is Artha. Artha means suffering, miserable. Next is Raudra. Now, Raudra is, he realizes that the misery which the body is undergoing, because at the time death is happening, body undergoes tremendous amount of misery. Plus, he is also remembering various miseries that he has experienced in his life because of the cravings. Because of the craving for mundane objects, he has experienced a lot of misery. He remembers that. The first person never remembers the misery. He is only after the cravings. Now, this person, he remembers that, but he is still not having detachment. He is full of attachment for those mundane pleasures. His mentality, his tendency is called Raudra. Now, third is Dhanya, where we are now concentrating. Now, what is Dhanya? This person has got a lot of Adhyatmic knowledge. He knows the Vedic meanings. He has gone through Mahabharatas. He knows how to control the sense organs, Indriyas, and he is full of compassion to all the living beings. All these are described in the definition. These are the various qualities that characterize this particular Dhanya. Now, this kind of thought process, which is characterized by these qualities, that is called Dhanya. And that is very sacred. And that is what Devi represents here. Devi represents the Dhanya thought. Now, what is the fourth one? Shukla. Shuklam is even greater. Even Dhanya is blessed by Devi. Shuklam is even greater. Shuklam is like a full-fledged jnani. He doesn't have any semblance of attachment to anything mundane. He has completely lost his craving for sense organs. He has got complete control over sense organs, and he is completely established in his Atma Swarupa. That thought process is called Shukla. This has been mentioned in Shastra. Now he is quoting the shloka also. What happens to this thought process? If you die with this thought process, what happens? That's what this shloka says. It says, Arte tirjat adhagatishka neta jnane cha raudre tada. If you live with the Artha thought, you are sure to be born again as grass or animal, bird, etc., not human being. That's called Tiryak Jalma. Then, if you are going to die with Raudra Bhava, then it is also similar, Adhogati, he says. Now, if you die with Dhanya, you will go to Devaloka. Dhanya Devagati Shubham Balamato Shukre Janmakshaya. If you die with the Shukra thought, then you are going to get Mukti. You may get various types of Mukti, we know. So you will get definitely Mukti in one of those methods. Tasmad Janma Rujapahe Hitatare Samsara Nirvahake Yane Shvetatare Raja Pramadane Kuryat Prayatnam Buthaha. So a wise man will think of all this and try to entertain good thoughts so that the last thoughts, because this has been mentioned repeatedly in Bhagavad Gita also, that depending on the very last thought which the human being entertains at the time of death, he will get his new birth. The new birth is determined by the law of thought. All of us know the story of Jadabharata, the greatest Jnani, but still he had to be reborn as a deer simply because he had very compassionate attachment to a small deer. So that is what happens. So Dhanya. Next is Dharmini. Dharmini means one who has dharma in her nature. Devi's nature is dharma. This dharma is whatever we call as purushartha, dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. That is virtue, adherence to shastras. All this or her nature. So anybody who follows her nature, she likes. Anybody who goes against her nature, she doesn't like. That we have seen before. So that is dharmini. Also, dharma has got several meanings in our literature. Another standard meaning is the inherent characteristic. That is, milk has got an inherent characteristic of white color. Sandal paste has got an inherent characteristic of fragrance. Agni has got an inherent characteristic of heat. Now, you cannot separate heat from Agni, you cannot separate fragrance from sandal paste, you cannot separate white color from milk. So, it is inherently there. That is called dharma. That's also called dharma. So, the Devi has got a dharma, inherent characteristic of Ananda. Nirantara Ananda, Tati Chiti Ananda, that is her dharma. Dharma Vardhini, one who develops dharma in her devotees, develops, grows dharma in her devotees. Now, here also from Vamana Pranam, the commentator quotes, he says, what are the dharmas she develops in her devotees? Jitendriyatvam chautam cha mangalyam bhaktire vacha shankare bhaskare devyam dharmoyam manusha smritaha. Jitendriyatvam, conquering of sense organs, chaucham, purity, mangalyam, auspiciousness, bhakti, devotion. These are the dharmas which Devi develops. Yātasāmya iman dharma vriddhim nayati dehinam, vriddhim nayati dehinam, dharma vardhini. Dharma samvardhini, there is a Devi in our kshetras. Then Lokatita, she is beyond all worlds, including Devaloka, etc., Maharloka, Tapaloka, Brahmaloka, all lokas. She is beyond all lokas. She is Paramatma Swarupini. Gunatita, she is beyond all gunas. Gunas are three in number, Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. She is beyond them. Sarvatita, she is beyond all. She is beyond everything. There is no need to say lokas, gunas, etc. She is beyond everything. Whatever you can imagine, she is beyond that. Because whatever you imagine is confined by your knowledge. She is beyond all knowledge. She is beyond all definition. So, Sarvatita. Shamatmika. Shama is mental poise, mental harmony. That is called Shama. Control of the mind. Dama is control of sense organs. Dama and Shama. Now, Shamatmika, her very nature is Shama. Devi's very nature is Shanta Swarupa, harmony. Dharadhara Sudha Dhanya Dharmini Dharmavardhini Lokatita Gunatita Sarvatita Shamatmika.
Bandhuka Kusuma Prakya Bala Leela Vinodini Sumangali Sukakari Subeshatya Suvasini Suvasin Archana Prita Shobhana Shuddhamanasa Bindu Tarpana Santushta Purvaja Tripurambika.
Bandhuka Kusuma Prakhya. Bandhuka Kusuma is hibiscus, red colored, beautiful flower. Her Devi's brilliance is like a red colored hibiscus flower. Bala. Bala means she is of young, childish age. Because Devi is defined as 16 years of age. Now this is not Devi's normal Swarupa, this is the childish Swarupa. This is defined as normally 9 years. There is the Bala Swarupa, Tripura Sundari, Maha Tripura Sundari, Bala Tripura Sundari. Now for Bala Tripura Sundari there is a separate Moola Mantra, Bala Tripura Sundari Moola Mantra. So her very form is Bala and she encourages children. She encourages children to follow the Adhyatmic path. That is another definition of Bala. Now that Bala, we have seen already in LALITHA Upakyanam, when Balambika killed the sons of Bhandasura in the Nama number 74, we saw that Devi was very pleased with Bala. Leela Vinodini, she becomes happy. She is very happy with Leelas, with sports. What sports? What sports make her happy? The very act of Srishti, Sthiti, Samhara, Tirodhana, Anugraha, this creation, sustenance, destruction, concealment and blessing, these Panchakritya or themselves sports for her. Then another meaning is she likes all Jivakotis, all are her children. Which mother does not like her own children? So this mother, universal mother, also likes all Jivakotis and nourishes them. She is fond of them, she nourishes them. That is why she is called Leela. There is a definition like that in Devi Puranam. Lakshmi Lalanato Leela. So that way also, she is happy with that kind of nourishment. Leela Vinodini. Sumangali, and then it is followed by Suvasini at the end of the sloka. Both mean the same. Both means a woman whose husband is alive. Now, Mangali is auspicious. Su means Shobhanam, beautiful, glorious, brilliant. All these are meanings. That kind of auspiciousness. Now, since two names are coming with same meaning, for Sumangali, there is another meaning given by the commentator. He says, Mangalam, in addition to auspiciousness, anything good, anything auspicious, in addition to that, it also means Parabrahmam. Mangalam also refers to Parabrahmam. So, Sumangali, very beautiful, very glorious Parabrahma Swarupini, that is Sumangali. Sukha Kari, who brings comfort to all jivas, Sukha Kari. Saveshadhya, she is decorated in beautiful adornments, beautiful decorations in terms of dress, in terms of adornment, in terms of ornament, in terms of garland, etc., etc. Saveshadhya, all that comes under the name of Vesha. Vesha is Alankara. Suvasini, we have just now seen. In fact, in Saundara Lahari, this Devi's Pativrtya is celebrated in many shlokas. In one of the shlokas, it says, Vitantri Mahendri Vedatirpi Sammilita Dusha Mahasamhare Asmin Viharati Satit Patirasau Mahasamhare Asmin. Even at the time of Samhara, the great dissolution, even then, your husband is alive and kicking. Suvasin Archana Prita, one who is pleased with Archana by Suvasini, Sumangali women, one meaning. Another meaning can be one who is pleased by our worshipping Suvasinis, by the devotee worship. That is why we conduct Suvasini Puja, Kanya Puja, Vattu Puja, Suvasini Puja. These pujas are normally conducted in any Devi worship. We all are familiar. Chandi Homam, Navratri, etc., etc. In fact, Navratri is a must. It's given in the Navratri rules in Devi Bhagavata very clearly. Suvasini Puja, Vattu Puja, Kanya Puja, etc. So, our worshipping Suvasini makes Devi happy. That is Suvasini Archana. Another meaning is she is happy by Suvasini worshipping her. Ashobhana. Suvasini Archana Prita. Next is Ashobhana, not Shobhana. Ashobhana means both Ashobhana and Shobhana mean the same. Ashobhana is a little more emphatic. In all respects, in complete form, beauty. Beauty in complete form. She is beautiful in complete form, in complete. There is nothing left. That is Ashobhana. Shuddha Manasa, pure-minded. No, we all suffer from impurities. In fact, Chitta Shuddhi is our greatest problem. All worship, all our worship, all pujas, all stotras, all yajnas, or having only one major goal, that is Chitta Shuddhi, cleansing of the mind. In fact, it used to be said very clearly when talking about Sandhya Vandanam, which is a must 3 times every day. For all other worship, in Sankalpa, you have certain mundane desires included in the Sankalpa. Satsantana Praptyartham, Dirghayushya Pridhyartham, etc., etc. It can go on like this. But here, in Sandhyavandanam, do we say anything like that in Sankalpa? Shri Parameshwara Prityartham, nothing more. Because Parameshwara Priti is Chitta Shuddhi. When your mind becomes pure, Parameshwara becomes happy. So when you say Parameshwara Prityartham, it means it is a prayer for Chitta Shuddhi. So Sandhyavandanam is mainly for Chitta Shuddhi. So Shuddha Manasa refers to this. We also should aim at that. Bindu Tarpada Santushta. She becomes satisfied, Devi becomes satisfied, Santushta, by our offering Tarpanam at Bindu. Bindu is the central point, dot in the Sri Chakra. Now, there are Tarpanas being offered at every Chakra in Navavarana Puja, and you go to the last one, because that's the final, that is the culmination of the Puja, that is the end of the Puja, the goal of the Puja, that is where Devi is present, willing to bless. So, that Tarpana is most sacred, most important. So she is very happy with that Tarpana. Normally it is done with Kshira, he says, Kshira Tarpana, with milk. Bindu Tarpana Santushta. Purvaja. Purvaja is similar to the words we have seen before. The one who was born before everyone else. That means she has no beginning. Because she is Parabrahma Swaropini. Tripurambika. In the Sri Chakra, in the 8th Avarana, 8th Chakra, the Abhimanini Devi is called Tripurambika. This is one reference. Another reference can be whatever is 3 we have seen before, Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti, Avastha, etc., etc. Now all those are produced by Devi. All these are generated by Devi. So she is Tripura Ambika. Ambika is mother. She is the mother of all the jivas, and she conducts this kind of leela, that is generating the 3, everything in terms of 3, sattva guna, sattva raja, tama guna, etc., etc. Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti, etc. Another interesting reference is the 3 refers to normally 3 devas, isn't it? Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. And these Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, Devi has blessed them by giving her own Shaktis. And these Shaktis are, according to Shakta Purana, Vama, Jeshtha, and Raudri for Brahma, Vishnu, and Rudra. Vama, Jeshtha, and Raudri. So Tripurambika refers to those 3 forms in which Mother Devi manifests herself and makes these 3 Tridevas powerful. Bandhu Kakusuma Praksha Bala Leela Vinodini Sumangali Sukhakari Suveshadhya Suvatini Suvadhinyarchana Prita Shobhana Shuddhamanasa Bindu Tarpana Santushta Purvaja Tripurambika.
Dashamudra Samarat दशमुद्रा समाराध्य त्रिपुरा श्री वशंकरी ज्ञानमुद्रा ज्ञानगम्या ज्ञानज्ञेयस्वरूपिणी योनिमुद्रा त्रिखंडेशी त्रिगुणांबा त्रिकोणगा अनघा अद्भुत चारित्र वांछितार्थ प्रदायिनी.
Dashamudra Samaradhya. One Devi is the one who is worshipped by 10 types of mudras. What is mudra? Mudras are hand gestures, which you might have seen. The priest who performs the puja, Sri Chakra puja, he shows his hand mudra gesture for every Navavarana puja. Every Avarana puja, he shows the gesture, and there are 10 such mudras. For each Avarana, there is one specific mudra. So, 9 Avaranas, there are 9 mudras, and the last Bindu is the 10th. So, we are talking about those 10 mudras. The very word mudra has been defined very nicely. Mudam rati iti mudra, that which gives you happiness. That which gives Devi happiness. When you show this mudra, she becomes very happy. Puja kale darshaniya mudra stha sarvada shive. They should be definitely shown. These mudras should definitely be shown. So, the names of these 10 mudras are given here. First chakra is called Samshobhana Mudra. Second chakra, it is called Dravana Mudra. Third is Akarshana Mudra. Fourth is Vashya Mudra. Fifth is Unmadana Mudra. Then Mahankusha Mudra. Then Khetari Mudra. Then Bija Mudra. Then the 9th one is Yoni Mudra. And the 10th one is Trikhanda Mudra. So these various mudras. You start with Sarva Samshobhani Mudra for the first one, Trailokya Mohana Chakra, and the last chakra, Sarvanandamaya Chakra, you show the Yoni Mudra, and the last one at the Bindu, you show the Trikhanda Mudra. Trikhanda Mudra is defined as the sum total of all the 9 mudras. Mudra Khyasa Yada Sambit Ambika Trikalamayi Trikhandarupamapanna Tada Sannidhikarini Sarvasya Chakra Rajasya Vyapika Parikirtita. That mudra extends over all the 10 chakras. Sarvasya Chakra Rajasya Vyapika Parikirtita. Next is Tripura Shri Vashankari. That is one name. Tripura Shri Vashankari. What does it mean? The 5th chakra, just as we saw the 8th chakra earlier, the 5th chakra, Abhimanini Devata, is called Tripura Shri. Now, Tripura Shri Vashankari means Devi who holds in her sway, in her control, this Devi called Tripura Shri. In fact, all the Avarana Devatas are under her control only. This has been specially mentioned in the 5th chakra. This is just to remind us of the glory of Devi as we proceed with the Navavarana Puja. Jnana Mudra. We have seen this Jnana Mudra before. Chin Mudra. The Mudra which is shown by Dakshinamurti. The Mudra which is shown by Dakshinamurti, the index finger and the thumb joined together and the other 3 showing separately. Which shows the identity of Jivatma and Paramatma. Jivatma has to bend in order to reach, worship in order to reach Paramatma. In that case, Paramatma also bends slightly to accommodate Jivatma's prayer. So that is Jnana Mudra. Now, Devi also shows Jnana Mudra like Dakshinamurti. That is why Jnana Mudra, she is giving the name of Jnana Mudra. Jnana Gamya, she reached through Jnana only. Sarvam karmakhilam partha jnane parisamapyate. Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan says, all karma has got a final goal. Oh, and what is that? That is jnana. Jnane parisamapyate. Only through jnana. Jnana devahi kaivalyam. Upanishad says repeatedly. Moksha can be attained only through jnana, not through karma and bhakti. Then why do we do karma and bhakti? In order to make ourselves eligible for jnana. No, jnana we cannot get by our effort. Shastra says this. Jnana has to be given by Devi and you cannot get it by your own effort. But you can qualify, like a qualifying examination. We appear for qualifying examination, then they give you certain degree, isn't it? Similarly, if you qualify yourself through the paths of karma and bhakti, Devi in her compassion gives you jnana. So jnana gamya. Jnana jnaya swarupini. This we have seen jnana dhyatra swarupini. Similar to that, the process of knowing, experiencing Devi is jnana. And what is to be experienced, what is to be known is jnaya, that is Devi. Devi is what is to be known, and the process of knowing her is jnana. But the process itself is the goal. Jnana, jnaya, swarupani. When you are on that path, Devi assures that you will reach the goal. There is the hidden meaning here. When you are on that path of karma and bhakti, sincerely, having surrendered yourself, then you are sure to reach the goal. Jnana, Jnaya, Swarupini. That is why they are equating both Jnana and Jnaya together. Yoni Mudra, this is the 9th Avarana Mudra we saw. The last triangle, Sarva Anandamaya Chakra. There, this Yoni Mudra is to be shown. Now, Yoni Mudra is something which is praised a lot in Shastra. In fact, there is one place where they say, from Yoni Mudra, only all the other 8 mudras developed. Eka Chaisha Maha Mudra, Yoni Mudra, Tvamagata, Taya Vibhakta Swatmatu, Sanshobha, Prabhedataha, Taya Vibhakta Swat. The very division of that mudra, the very partition of that mudra is other mudra, Sanshobhadi. So Devi becomes very happy with Yoni Mudra. Trikhande, we just now saw Trikhanda Mudra is the last one at the Bindu, and that is the sum total of all the mudras we said. So Trikhande means she is the Ishwari of Trikhanda Mudra. Also, there is another meaning derived by the commentator. He says, in the Kundalini Yoga, we saw 3 khandas, Soma Khanda, Surya Khanda, and Agni Khanda in the path of ascent of Kundalini Shakti. There are 6 chakras divided into 3 khandas, 2 chakras and 1 khanda, like that. So the Devi is the Ishwari of all of those 3 khandas, Soma Khanda, Surya Khanda, and Agni Khanda. That can be another meaning. But more important meaning is the first one. Triguna. Triguna and Amba is dividing separately, splitting separately, our commentator. So we follow him. Triguna means one who has the 3 gunas, Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. Because we have seen before, all the created objects, entire creation consists of this raw material of Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. These are the 3 components of the entire creation. In fact, he is quoting from different Puranas. Sarva Bhuteshu Sarvatman Yashakti Raparatave Gunachraya Tasyai Shashvata Yesureshwari Gunachraya. Then Amba. Amba is mother, we have seen before. She is the cause of entire creation. She is the one who generates this entire creation. And she is the one who nourishes the entire creation. She is Amba. Trikonaga. Trikona, if you see the Sri Chakra, there are many triangles. 5 Seva Chakras, 4 Shakti Chakras, etc., etc. Then there is one last triangle, which is the 9th Avarana, just close to that Bindu dot. We are talking about that Trikonaga, because you have come to the 9th Avarana, you have come very close to the presence of Devi. So, Devi exhibits herself, manifests herself as soon as you reach the 9th Avarana itself, even before you go to Bindu. That is why Trikonaga. He has reached the Yoni Chakra in order to bless the devotee who has proceeded from the first Avarana to the 9th Avarana. Anagha, one who is free from sin, one who is Agha means sin and misery, etc., etc. Anagha. Adbhuta Charitra. Devi whose charitra, whose history, whose story is full of wonder. Adbhuta charitra. Any of her leelas is full of wonder. We saw the story of how Devi blessed that Ayodhya prince Sudarshana, full of wonder. There are many such stories. There is a story of Durga in Devi Bhagavatam, where Devi comes all of a sudden and kills the Durgama Asura and then blesses the Brahmanas and the Rishis and gets them Vedas, because that fellow had taken away all the Vedas. So she gets them Vedas again. There she says, Vedas are my very body, Mama Tanu. So she says that. Similarly, there are many, many Adbhuta Leelas of Devi. Brahmari Devi is another Adbhuta Leela, where lakhs and crores of Brahmaras come from Devi's person. And each of the Brahmara kills one Rakshasa, and without any war, without any battle, without any using any weapon. Where from these Brahmaras came, these beasts, nobody knows. Suddenly these beasts attack, not in any group. Each one Brahmara goes and attacks one Asura. The other Asura does not know that the first Asura is dead because of a Brahmara. Before he knows, he is dead. So this kind simultaneously, crores of Asuras are dead with no battle. Who can do this? That is Adbhuta Leela. Vanchita Artha Pradayini. Whatever you desire, she gives. Vanchita Artha Pradayini. All objects desired by devotees, she gives. Devi gives. She fulfills all the desires. Now, the commentator quotes from Saundarya where Adi Shankara says, other devatas have to show Abhay Mudra, Vara Mudra, etc., etc. Whereas you don't have to show with your hand, you are not showing, in fact. Your feet are good enough for fulfilling all our Karanye Lokanam Tavihi Karanaveva Nipunau. That is Vanchitartha Pradayini. Dashamudra Samaradhya Tripura Shri Vashankari Jnana Mudra Jnana Gamya Jnana Jneya Swarupini Yoni Mudra Trikhandeshi Triguna Amba Trikonaga Anadhadbhuta Charitra Vanchitartha Pradayini.
अभ्यासातिशयज्ञाता षडद्घातीतरूपिणी अव्याजकरुणामूर्तिर् अज्ञानध्वान्तदीपिका आबालगोपविदिता सर्वान्युल्लङ्घसासना श्रीचक्रराजनिलया श्रीमत्त्रिपुरसुन्दरी श्रीशिवा शिवशक्त्यैक रूपिणी ललिताम्बिका.
Abhyasa Atishaya Jnata. One who is known by heavy practice. Abhyasa Atishaya. Atishaya means heavy, continuous flow. Continuous flow is Atishaya. So, Atishaya has got several meanings. That is the meaning we have to take here. Atishaya also means wonder. But here it doesn't mean wonder. It means continuous and heavy flow, like in a river. So that should be our practice. That means this is an emphasis on practice for guiding us. Abhyasa Atishaya Jnata. She is known only through continuous and concentrated practice. Practice is required. We cannot say yes. See, for all these things we are seeing, in Japa, they say, you do 300 times, you do 1,000 times, so many avrittis. Why? Why not only once? Because continuous practice only enables us to concentrate to reach our goal. This is standard practice mentioned in all Shastras for all Adhyatmic sadhanas. All, any sadhana. If you go to temple once in a month, is it enough? No. They say every day you go. If you cannot go every day, go at least once in a week. Why? Why to go to temple so frequently? Abhyasa. Abhyasa and Vairagya. In fact, it is mentioned in Gita also. When Arjuna says, mind is something very difficult to control. How can you control wind? Can you control air? Can you control? He is saying, he is giving the example. So like this, Vayo riva sadushkaram, he says. Yes, Bhagavan agrees. Bhagavan does not disagree. He says, yes, it is very difficult. But you have to do Abhyasa and Vairagya. You have to develop Vairagya. And for that, you have to keep continuously at it. You cannot say, I have developed Vairagya, so I am now, no need for me to do any Abhyasa. No. So Vairagya, what you have got is not enough. Your Vairagya will break at the time when it is required. This is a continuous practice. Like we saw, the last minute, the last thought has to be on Devi. If it is on any mundane object, you will be born again for reaching that mundane object, or attaining that mundane object. This is what we saw just now. So, what does it mean? It means Abhyasa. Abhyasa Atishaya Jnata. Shadadvhatita Rupini. Shat Adha Atita Rupini. Devi's form is beyond Atita, beyond 6 Adha. Adha means path. There are 6 paths which are mentioned. They are defined as Adha in Shakta literature. 6 paths of reaching Devi. They are only paths. So she is beyond that. Adha is a path. Now what are those 6 paths? They are called Varna, Pada. Earlier once we saw this. Varna, Pada, Mantra, Kala, Tattva and Bhuvana. These are the 6 Adhas. These first 3, Varna, Pada and Mantra. Varna is the letter, Pada is the word, Mantra is the complete mantra. We can easily understand. Now these 3 refer to the Mantra Swarupa. Mantra is the path, isn't it? So because Akshara itself, Bija Aksharas are Varnas only. So they are also, they themselves constitute a path independently. So Varna, Pada, Mantra, these are the paths relating to Shabda, related to words. Then Kala, Tattva and Bhavana are Tattvas, or principles. They are the principles. These Shabdas lead to that principle. So there also there are 3 types, Kala, Tattva and Bhavana. Now Kala is the starting point, like Varna. Then Tattva, you develop Tattva. Then you go to Bhavana. Bhavana means all-encompassing, all principles. You don't question why that fellow is adopting that principle, etc. That is also an accepted principle. If somebody is following an accepted principle, like we saw Bhakya Puja, Manasika Puja, Kaula Marga, all that we have seen, all are acceptable. But there are limitations, there are conditions, there are plus and minus. So similarly, Bhuvana refers to all kinds of paths. Kala is the beginning of a path, Tattva is the full-fledged path, like that, in terms of principles. So these are various technical definitions of 6 adhas, 6 paths. Now, Devi is beyond all this. Avyaja Karuna Murti. Karuna Murti, she is of the very form of compassion. We have been seeing Devi is of the very form of compassion. What kind of compassion? Avyaja. Avyaja means there is no kapata, there is no cheating, there is no show, there is complete reality in her compassion. Well, we all know what is compassion, showy type, what is compassion with cheating type. We all know it. We have been seeing it among humans, isn't it? So all compassion is not the best compassion. We know that. Charity, all kinds of charity we come across, or they driven by compassion of the highest order? No. But here we are talking about the compassion of the highest order with no make-believe, with no cheating, with no hidden intent. Only compassion, pure compassion. Ajnana Dhvanta Deepika. She is the light, Deepika, which removes Dhvanta, the darkness of Ajnana. This we have seen earlier also. Now, the commentator is quoting appropriately from Bhagavad Gita. He says, Bhagavan says this, Tesham evanukam partham aham ajnanajam tamaha nashayam atma bhavastho jnana deepena bhasvata bhasvata jnana deepena. We are very shining, brilliant jnana deepa. I light in his heart, in the devotee's heart. And then naturally darkness is driven away. Nashayami atma bhavastha. So that is what Ajnana Dvanta Deepika refers to. Avala Gopa Vidita. You don't have to be a jnani, you don't have to be a pandit, having mastered all the scripture in order to know Devi. Vidita means known, known. Known by even children, even Gopas. Why Gopas? Gopas are supposed to be unlettered, not scholars, not well read, not possessing bookish knowledge. Gopas are an example of that. Bala are children, naturally, they don't have maturity in terms of intellect, they don't have great education, etc. etc. So they are put together, combined together. In fact, there is a normal usage in Sanskrit literature. Abala Gopalam, it says. If something has to be emphasized, that it is well known, everyone knows, then you say Abala Gopal. So that's what it says here. Abala Gopa Vidita. So even in Sri Rudram, in the first Anuvaka, Udayanam Gopa Adrisham Adrisham Udaharyaha, it says. There are also Gopa, Udayanam Gopa, even Gopas. See this Surya. The first Anuvaka refers to Seva as Surya. So who is not seeing Surya? Gopas are not seeing, Balas are not seeing Surya. Udaharyaha, even women, unlettered women, rural women who are carrying water, Udaharyaha, from the well to their homes, even they see the Surya, they become devotees of Shiva. So even they are taken up for reference in Sri Rudra Mantra itself in the first Anuvaka. So Gopas are always mentioned in this context. Abala Gopa Vidita, one who is known even by children, even by cowherds. Sarvanulanghe Shasana. Sarva Anulanghe Shasana. Shasana means order, instruction. Devi whose instruction can never be broken. Ullanghana is crossing. Samudra Langhana, isn't it? Ullanghana is crossing. Anullanghana is not crossing. You cannot cross, you cannot militate against the instruction. This applies to everyone, Sarva. There is no one who can avoid following the instruction of Devi. This is the meaning. So when you say Sarva, it includes Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva also. So even Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva cannot go beyond what Devi has stipulated. That is what even in Saundarya Adi Shankara says, Sada Purvastarvam Taditam Anugrunhati Seva Tavajnamalamya Kshanachalitayoho Bhru Latikayoho Kshanachalitayoho Bhru Latikayoho. You only indicate through the slight movement of your eyebrow, then immediately Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva start acting, even without vocal expression. Kshanachalitayoho Bhru Latikayoho. Tava Ajnam Alamya. They follow your instruction. That is what Sarvanulanghe Kasana. Sri Chakraraja Nilaya, one who is having her abode in her residence in Sri Chakra. Sri Chakram Shivayor Vapuhu. It's a very famous statement in Shakta literature. Shivayoho Vapuhu, both Shiva and Devi, their body is Sri Chakra. Srimati Tripura Sundari. Now, this can be interpreted in many ways. Tripura can be interpreted as Parameshwara, Tripurari, and Devi is beautiful, Sundari, and consort of Tripurari. So when she is glorious, Srimati, all glory is hers. Srimati Tripura Sundari, being the consort of Parameshwara. Or Those Devi whose body itself is born by Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva. Those bodies are known as Tripuras. This is a very interesting explanation given in Halika Purana, from where he is quoting our commentator. He says, Devi has given her own body to Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva. They are known as Tripuras, and that is why she is Tripura Sundari. Also, Tripura as a word we have seen just now also we saw, though that which goes in terms of three, Jagrat, Sapna, Sushupti, etc., that also can be taken here. अभ्यासातिशयज्ञाता षडघातीतरूपिणे अव्याजकरुणामूर्तिः अज्ञानध्वान्तदीपिका आबालगोपविदिता सर्वानुल्लङ्घ्य शासना श्रीचक्रराजनिलया श्रीमत्त्रिपुरसुन्दरी. Next is Shri Seva Shiva Satyaiktya Rupini Lalitambika. Shri Shiva. Shiva is Shiva Patni. Shri Shiva, one who is having glory as her characteristic. Shri. Shiva is the consort of Shiva. And also, not necessarily consort of Shiva, she is herself Swarupa of auspiciousness. Shiva, auspiciousness. Mangala Swarupini. So, glorious Mangala Swarupini, Shri Shiva. Shiva Shakti Aikya Rupini. Shiva Shakti Aikya Rupini. One in whose form both Shiva and Shakti are enshrined. Devi in whose form both Shiva and Shakti are enshrined. Shiva Shakti Aikya Rupini. They are there in unison, Shiva and Shakti. This we have seen right from the beginning, when Devi as Parambrahma Swarupini divided herself into Shiva and Shakti for showing compassion to Jivas, for starting and continuing with the process of creation. Otherwise, there was no need for this. So she is having Shiva Shakti Aikya Rupini. This Aikya refers to Samarasya in terms of Shakta literature. They always refer to the Aikya as Samarasya. Samarasya means mutual balance. One does not exceed the other. One does not go beyond the other. Like we saw Sarvanulangha Shasani, similarly here also. One who complements the other, one who goes along with the other, like a husband and wife in Grihastha life on earth. There also, even the Veda mantra at the time of marriage says that, I compliment you, you compliment me. So similarly, here also, this is Shiva Shakti show that, manifest it, they denote that, Samarasya. So that Aikya refers to that. In fact, there are many examples given in literature. We saw some of them before, that like we saw just now, Agni and heat, milk and whiteness, Chandra and coolness. Like you cannot separate coolness from Chandra. Similarly, you cannot separate Shiva from Shakti. That is Samarasya. Similarly, even in the Three Chakra structure, you have 4 Shiva Chakras and 5 Shakti Chakras. 5 Shakti Chakras downward and 4 Shiva Chakras upward. They crisscross, if you see. So crisscross means what? That shows Aikya. That shows the complementarity. Of course, many further meanings are given by the commentator. He also says Shiva Shakti Rupini can be interpreted as Hamsa Mantra also, as a reference to Hamsa Mantra. And he says how the letter Ham, how the letter Sa is derived from Shiva and Shakti, etc. Very technical. Lalita Ambika, mother who is Lalita. What is Lalita? Lalita means one who is extremely gentle, one who is extremely sportive. She is called Lalita. Lalana. We also say, even in our regional languages, a mother fondles nourishes the child, isn't it? That is called Lalanam, isn't it? So the same she does with all of us. Sakala Loka Janani, that is why she is called Ambika, and because she does Lalana, she is Lalita. Lokan Atitya Lalate, Lalita Kena Sochete. Padma Purana says that. She is beyond all lokas. Even then, she goes and plays sports with all the Jiva Kotis. That is why she is known as Lalita. Of course, other meanings are there like Saukumaryam Sulalityam Lalite Sundaram. Lalita refers to beauty, Lalita refers to Saukumarjatvam. That means youth, beauty, etc., are also the meanings referred. So that is Lalitambika. So that completes our 100 shloka, 1,000 names of Lalitambika. So he says, Evam Shri Lalita Devya Namnam Sahasrakam Jaguhu. This is the Sahasranama is over. Now the narration has to be completed. Who is narrating? The yoginis or Vagdevatas are narrating. So he says, Evam, like this, in this manner, the 1,000 names of Sri Lalita Devi, Jaguhu, they uttered, the yoginis uttered. Then in the Uttara Bhaga, it continues. How Hayagriva concludes his Lalita Sahasranama with further Uttara Bhaga. Uttara Bhaga, he concludes, which has Palashruti. That Palashruti, a little summary we will do in the next session. So here we come to the close of the main part of Lalita Sahasranama. We have seen 1,000 names, each name with different meanings, more than one meaning. Many names have got more than one meaning. Many names have got very deep meaning. We have seen that. Many names refer to various processes of meditation, like Kundalini Yoga, like Sri Chakra Puja, Samayasa, etc., etc. There are, of course, a lot of mundane descriptions, but every mundane description has got a hidden Bijakshara, according to the commentator. We didn't go into that. Bijakshara, every sloka, every nama is associated with Bijakshara, according to Bhaskara. That is there. In addition to that, even if you take the direct meaning, some of them look like ordinary mundane meaning. Some of them refer to the battle with Bhandasura. Some of them refer to the glory of Devi, her appearance, her beauty. Some of them refer to her qualities, her compassion. Some of them refer to the processes of worship, like Kundalini Yoga, other puja. And many names refer to her being the Paramatma Swarupini, the overall Empress, Maharajni. So, if we attach ourselves to the lotus feet of Devi, we will be sure to attain all the four Purusharthas that is coming up in the Uttara Bhaga, Dharma, Kama, and Moksha. So, with this, we close today's session and we continue in the next session with the Uttara Bhaga, and next session will be the concluding session, Uttara Bhaga, and then we come to the end of this lecture series on Lalita Sahasranamam, 1,000 names of Lalita. Any questions?
Those who have questions, please unmute yourself, turn on your video, and please ask questions. Any questions, anybody? Any questions? No questions, Guruji.
No questions.
Yeah.
So we close for the day. We meet again next Saturday at 7 p.m. IST for the concluding session, where we will deal with the Uttara Bhaga and come to the conclusion. Namah Parvati Pataye Har Har Mahadeva Sarvatra Govinda Nama Sankirtanam Govinda Govinda Sri Lalita Parameshwari Jaya Jaya.